Welcome to episode 46 of the We Don't Know Jack podcast. No guest today. Emily's back as always.
I don't count as a guest.
No. You've been on 44 of the episodes. You're not a guest.
Good math. I actually have.
Yeah, I know. I know how to count.
Good.
I'm good at quick math. Yeah, you've been on almost every episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the ones without you don't feel right. Because I have to produce and it doesn't work right with me.
You barely produce.
Yeah, I mean, I've done it twice.
You run the board.
Yeah, I edit stuff too. The ones that we do over Zoom, I have to edit all that too. That takes way more work because you have to combine like 6 tracks.
And you have to take the audio out.
It's not hard though. Zoom records it as a separate audio file, which is nice. Mm-hmm. But we don't have to worry about that because we're in person and Emily's here, so I don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I get to do the editing.
Yeah, thankfully. Nobody here today. We were going to have somebody on. We were going to record tomorrow originally, but that got pushed back a week. So we do have some fun stuff coming up over the next couple of weeks. We'll have some people in studio having some fun. Not yet, though.
You gotta wait a little bit.
Yeah. We may have another wrestler coming one day. We've been trying to set one up with
You
him
keep
for a while.
teasing this. Don't tease it if you don't know if it's going to happen.
Well, it's been booked a couple different times, and it just hasn't
Don't
worked
say
out.
anything until we actually record it. I'm putting that rule out there. Don't tease anything.
Oh, I'm going to tease all kinds of stuff. We got some fun stuff coming. There's also a fun YouTube video coming in the works.
Yeah.
2 of them.
That, we can tease at that because that is actually happening.
Yes, it is actually happening. Do we want to tease it a little more? We haven't started filming it yet, but we have a plan.
We can.
Maybe we have a cooking video with a special guest.
A guest.
That you all know very well.
And love.
And love. Very beloved guest.
We cherish them dearly.
He may be back.
No, he is back.
We need his kitchen, so
it is his video. So.
We need the kitchen. So yeah, our buddy, he may be coming back soon.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue when this video is going to be uploaded.
Hopefully it doesn't take that long.
Hopefully by the end of the month we'll have it, but because we're not filming for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that. It's going to be fun, and he's back in town. It'll be my birthday weekend too, so we got a lot of fun stuff coming up that weekend.
We got weekends booked.
Yeah, we do have a lot going on. We're hosting trivia next Wednesday at JP's in Eureka. And then
let me look at the calendar.
There's a couple things we're going to. I can't remember all of them.
The 14th, we're going to the honky tonk again with a few friends.
Yeah, and then that next day is
the 15th.
We'll shout that out. Our friend Learn, her band is playing at Baldoni somewhere. I don't remember where, but
we're going to that show.
Yeah, and then the 16th is the Goy Pro show.
Yeah,
that we will most likely be at in some capacity. Mm-hmm. I don't know what capacity that'll be yet, but we will most likely be there.
And then
the next weekend is my birthday.
Are we going out the 21st or 22nd? Both. Oh, casino and then casino. JP's.
Yeah, we got a busy couple weeks coming up, which is usually my weekends are just nothing.
For the Super Bowl, I don't really have anything planned. I
don't either.
I might go to Hot Shots with my friend or something.
I have no. I'm probably just watching at this point. I'm probably by myself.
Or I'm just gonna head back up here and watch it.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Because I'm debating if I go out and just scream at the TV with a bunch of other people, or if I scream at my TV alone. Because either way, I'm gonna be yelling.
I feel like I need wings. That's one thing I need is wings.
So you want to go to Hot Shots?
We can go to Hot Shots. It's right up the street.
Yeah?
Yeah, okay. I'm up for that. JP's has the best wings, though. I'll tell you guys that. They're huge. They're good. They're delicious. They have good sauce. They have garlic parm. They're delicious wings. And they're cheap today, too. It's Thursday. What day is today?
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. They're $1 wings there. They're pretty good. But JP's is 45 minutes from here, and I'm not driving 45 minutes for wings. Unless I have a reason to go out there, and I don't.
I mean,
at the moment,
I am prepared for the Super Bowl.
I don't really care.
Gear-wise, I have so much Chiefs stuff. I bought the AFC Champions hat.
I saw that yesterday.
I'm going to wear that. I got my hoodie.
That got here quick.
When I bought it the day they won.
Oh.
And shipping, they promise it gets there before the actual Super Bowl.
I like the Chiefs. I wouldn't say this. I don't think I've watched a full football game all season.
What is wrong with you?
I just haven't. I was so busy last year.
I was busy too, but I always watched every Chiefs game.
I had other stuff going on.
I think I missed one game because
there was also I worked a lot of Sundays.
You were doing. Oh, it was when we were at the Glory Pro. There was a Chiefs game on.
Yeah, we did that. I mean, I went to 2 or 3 of those on Sundays, and then
the one I was with you.
Yeah,
there was one on. I'm
just not that invested in football anymore. In sports in general, I don't really watch much of anymore. Getting into that, you see what Jim Edmonds said the other day?
Something about. Well, Jim Edmonds, he's not with the Cardinals now.
Unfortunately, he said he wants to be a farmer now.
Why?
I don't know. I don't question things he says, but he said that he feels like he's unwanted. They don't want him down there. The players don't care about the legends that come down there to help out. And Jim is one of the greatest hitters in baseball. He's I think the greatest defensive center fielder ever. That's over Griffey. That's over Willie Mays. I'll put that in stone. That's a hill I'll fight on. Jim Edmonds is the greatest defensive center fielder to ever play the game.
Okay. I don't know what any of that meant.
He's really good at catching the ball.
Okay.
So break it down.
Oh, well, yeah. But I think catching a ball, I immediately think Yachty because he was a catcher.
Yachty's the greatest defensive catcher ever. Yachty's the greatest all-around catcher. He could hit. He could throw. He could catch. He could control the game. He was the best.
Yeah.
His brother's a very nice man, too. Mm-hmm. We were big fans of Benji. He was very nice to us. When he had no reason to talk to me as long as he did. And I think we talked like 15 minutes, it felt like. Probably only like 5, but it felt like we got to talk for a long time. Mm-hmm. Big shout out to Benji. BT was real nice, too, when we met him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said he would give me a call. He never did.
Damn, don't call him out like that. Now he's never going to come on the show.
We're big fans. We're big fans, BT. Yeah, let's get into this. Royal Rumble. Okay. We're kicking off with this. That's like Christmas morning for me. It's the Royal Rumble.
To me, it's any other day.
Yeah, it's a big day for me. It's a very special day. It's the Royal Rumble. All right? So, I'm an idiot. Complete idiot. There was 3 games in Lindenwood. There's 3 Lindenwood home games, which is insane to have 3 games in a row. There was 2 basketball and a volleyball. For some reason, I decided I would work volleyball. I don't know why. But I picked it. I should have done all 3, realistically. But I only did men's volleyball. Why? I don't know. I had no idea the Royal Rumble was on Saturday when I signed up for that shift.
How far in advance?
That one I picked up a while ago.
So do you...
Like, at least a full week.
Do you pick up that game before they announced the Royal Rumble?
Oh, they announced it in, like, August.
You just didn't pay attention.
I didn't put together that it was the same day. I'm really bad about that.
At the same time.
Yeah, I'm really bad about that. Well, the problem is I don't really watch a ton of wrestling anymore. I'm just not that invested.
You just say it was like Christmas morning.
Well, that is. But I mean, I'm talking about like the day-to-day Raw and SmackDown. I watch the big stuff, but I can't sit and watch that much wrestling every week.
I'm like, the most I watch is honestly
Mania.
That was the first time I watched Mania in a long time.
Right.
The most I watch is whatever they post on Instagram.
You always, every time a WWE post popped up, it's always liked by you before I even see it. Always.
I usually don't like their stuff.
Every time I scroll, it's WWE, local radio people, all the people that we follow, the same people.
Yeah.
You have always liked the stuff before me. It could be up for 10 minutes or 2 hours. You're always first on it.
Well, okay, so...
Like Liv Maddox posted a bunch of stuff from the Rumble.
I didn't even know she went to that. I just checked Instagram, and I thought it was, like, someone I went to high school with. And then...
No, that was
And
Liv.
then I saw the name. I'm like...
She's a huge wrestling fan.
See, I didn't know she went.
Yeah, she talked about it all the time. It was like her honeymoon or something.
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah, they're her and her husband. Liv is a radio DJ on The Point. Mm-hmm. She's on after Donnie.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. After Donnie Fandango. I'd love to talk to Donnie sometime. That'd be pretty cool.
He always... I love Donnie. He always sounds so mad
about when he used to do Week in Rage?
Yeah.
And he would come on and just scream.
Yell about anything.
Patrico, usually.
Although, we to talk about something we both wanted to yell about.
We did already?
Yeah. The Grammys.
Okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to
come
that.
on!
I didn't even get to the Rumble yet.
Because you got ADHD.
Yeah, just bear with me.
Keep
This is
going.
how this show
Keep
works.
going.
ADHD. So, I have to work, and I get over to the studio 5 o'clock, and I'm told, be at the camera at 6. I was like, great, I can watch the first Rumble. Because I knew the women's on first. I get back to my room at like 5:05. Damn thing still hadn't started yet. They're still doing video packages. It's like, come on, this is going to be an hour long. Let me go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, get this started. And it started at like 5:10. I was like, damn, I'm not going to be able to watch because I got to drive over to over to the Highland side and get all situated. Usually, like, I like to be there about 10 minutes early just to be safe. So I was like, I'll watch it on my phone. Of course, when I get there, they're setting stuff up and they need my help. I was like, damn, I thought I could watch it on my phone for a little bit. So we start out with the women's Rumble. And I'm not going to break this down bit by bit. We did this on Rock and Wrestling yesterday. I'm not going to bit by bit it. How much did you see of this? Did you see anything of the women's Rumble?
I saw 2 people who came back.
Who'd you see?
Nikki Bella and Charlotte Flair.
And Charlotte Flair, yeah. I didn't know. I think Nikki was kind of rumored to be in there. I heard she was in town, so I wasn't too surprised about that. Charlotte was confirmed. Like, that was known.
I saw that they said she was coming back.
As soon as they said she was coming back, everybody knew she was going to win.
Why would they have her win again?
Every single time Charlotte comes back, she wins the title within a month.
Why?
Who's her dad?
Yeah, but that's stupid. Like, original Nebo baby right there. She's
a phenomenal athlete. I'll say this. Charlotte is an absolutely incredible athlete. She's one of the greatest women's wrestlers ever. Leave her out of the damn title picture for a couple weeks. Nobody wants to. I think she's a 14-time champion in like 4 years.
Yeah.
Because she just comes back and wins. Like a couple of years ago, she was hurt and then came back. As soon as she came back, she somehow had a title match immediately. And they do it with Becky, too. Not nearly as bad with Becky, because Becky's only won a handful of times. But, like, Becky at SummerSlam came back, returning. I don't remember who she replaced. She replaced Carmella, I think. She comes out and squashed Bianca in, like, 3 seconds.
Like, I was kind of disappointed, because I was hoping, like, someone new would win.
I wanted somebody new so bad. I wanted something different. I would have been okay with anything. I mean, I'm good with Charlotte because she's going to face Tiffany at Mania, and it's going to be awesome. That match is going to be incredible.
How do you know that?
We all know. It's just one of those things. She's not going to go after Rhea. That match has already happened. Either way she picks, she goes against Rhea or Tiff at Mania, it's going to be an incredible match. Rhea and Charlotte at 39, I think, is the best women's match ever in the history of pro wrestling.
Okay.
That match, you should check that out. It was the co-main event of 39 night 1. It was absolutely amazing. Like, just...
What year was 39?
2 years ago. So 23.
Yeah, I definitely didn't see that.
The one in Hollywood. It was absolutely awesome. Charlotte even, like, took a bad bump off her face and no-sold it and got right back up. It was awesome. But I'm okay with that. And Tiffany is incredible, too. It's awesome watching her come up as the... When she debuted in NXT, she was Daddy's Girl and Daddy's Money kind of character. And then she turned into this Tiffany Stratton character she is now. She's awesome, and she's a mega star. They love her. But yeah, I'm excited for that. It's going to be fun. Match at Mania, no matter what. Trish Stratus came back. You know Trish, right?
I would need to... I recognize a name. I just can't figure out what she looks like.
You've definitely seen her before. Look her up. But she came back at number 27, I think. What? Your eyes just popped out of your head. You got to talk.
I don't think I've ever seen her.
Oh, well, she's probably the greatest women's pro wrestler ever. She was the one that kind of paved the way for everybody. Without her, it's a different story.
How old is she?
47 or 50?
She's 49.
She doesn't look it, does she?
No. I don't know how long ago this photo was.
Let me see it.
This one?
It's recent-ish.
That's recent?
Yeah, she looks really good. She looked incredible when she wrestled in the late 90s, early 2000s, and somehow looks just as good 20 years later, if not better.
When did she debut?
2001, maybe 2000. She only wrestled for like 9 years, but she was really good. Anyway, Trish came back. Alexa Bliss returned. What?
No, I just Googled when she debuted. She looks like Pamela Anderson. Like,
she
straight up twin.
A little bit, yeah. She looks like a couple people mixed together. Lexi returned. Alexa Bliss.
I saw that.
That was cool. Place went nuts.
Didn't she have a kid?
Yeah, with Ryan Cabrera.
Okay.
I don't really know who he is, but I know he's a singer. She came back. Jordan Grace made her official WWE debut, which was pretty cool. I didn't watch the other two because it was 3 o'clock in the morning when I finally got to watch it, the other 2 matches. Charlotte won, like we said. The men's rumble was fun. This was fun. You should have watched this. It was fun.
The men's?
Yeah, it was fun. So I couldn't watch it, and then I had to do something else afterwards. I was helping my friends with something, and I didn't get to watch it till late. I stayed off everything, Emily. I stayed off everything. I barely opened my phone, right?
Did not want to spoil it.
I did not want to spoil it because I knew Charlotte was going to win. That wasn't up for debate. I had zero clue who was going to win the men's. Cena was the favorite.
Cena wrestled?
Cena was in it.
I didn't know that.
Cena's back. He's doing a full year. Like, he's active.
Huh.
Like, Cena's a full-time wrestler right now.
I thought he would honestly just, like, get up there, shit talk, maybe punch someone, and that would be about
No,
it.
he went, like, 15 minutes in the Rumble.
Who eliminated him?
I'll get into that. So, this was fun. It started out, like, storytelling was great, all that, with the Chad Gable luchador story, the lucha style guys. And then I Show Speed from the internet showed up.
From the internet.
From the internets. Because that's what he is. He's an internet guy. Akira Tozawa gets beat up by Carmelo Hayes on the ramp. And Speed comes in. Triple H throws Speed out there. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I do? What do you do? He goes out there and he dumps Otis immediately. Otis's big old self.
Oh, I saw this clip.
And Braun Breaker was like, my turn. And they say it's a big thing. He's faster than Tyreek Hill when he's bouncing off the ropes.
Okay.
When he hits the ropes, he is faster than Tyreek Hill. This guy is 250 pounds. Mm-hmm. He is a unit. Rick Steiner's kid. He hits the rope twice. He hits 2 of them, builds it up, and just obliterates Speed with the spear.
That
from the side.
I saw that clip.
Oh, man.
I died laughing. Because honestly, I'm surprised Speed didn't fly out of that ring with how hard it looked.
Well, then he got dumped out. He went through a table, but he missed the table and just kind of fell into the chairs where McAfee was sitting. It did not look pretty. He destroyed his leg. Like, there was some skin ripped off. And then afterwards, Kathy Kelly, who's phenomenal at her job. She's the backstage interviewer. Love Kathy Kelly. Everybody loves Kathy Kelly. She's great. She said, what hurt worse? The RKO you took at Mania or the spear? And he goes, you just asked me what hurt. They both hurt. I don't think the RKO hurt nearly as bad as that spear did.
Well,
because the RKO, a lot of it is you're just kind of you're jumping up and kind of belly flopping.
Yeah,
I think he may have taken it on the table. I can't remember, but he took it. The RKO. The spear is a grown ass man driving his shoulder through you.
Yeah,
running and diving at you and smashing your shoulder into their gut. He hit him in the side, so he just obliterated him.
Yeah.
Speed is maybe 120 pounds.
He's not big.
Braun Breaker is the size of an animal. But yeah, the big returns though. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry showed up. We believed, and he showed up, Emily. We did it. We believed.
You did it. I did not watch.
Place went absolutely nuts when Joe Hendry came out. Roman came out right after that. Roman came out at like 15. He came out early.
How many people do they have?
30.
So he came out halfway through.
That's early, though. Usually they don't put, like, Roman is not a guy you'd expect to go 35 minutes in there.
Okay.
At least this version of Roman. So it was nice to see he was in there. Not long after, John Cena came out, and then Punk came out right after that, and then they're all sitting kind of looking at each other, and then Seth Rollins' music hits, and he comes out, and it's like, the ring is full. AJ Styles came back too. So the ring, it's like all these mega stars. Mm-hmm. And then they start beating each other up. And then Damian Priest comes out. And then Drew McIntyre comes out. Then Sammy and Jay's out there. And it's like all of these just mega stars.
Yeah.
All the top guys. I counted how many championships between the two of them, and it was a stupid number. Because Cena's a 14-time champ. Rollins is multiple time. Everybody in the ring other than Jay and Sammy have been world champs at one point. It was insane. And Sammy's a 3 or 4-time IC champ. Jay's IC champ and 14-time champ. Like, these are the most decorated people in the company.
Yeah.
And it is just insane what's going on. And then Logan Paul comes out at the end. But it was like, also, so you got...
I'm like, why would they put him at the end?
They knew what they were doing with that. Get some heat on him. So, you get the thing with Cena, Punk, Roman, and Rollins. Mm-hmm. Roman and Rollins haven't been in the ring together since Mania, when Roman hit him with the chair.
Okay.
And then Cody hit the crossroads on him when he lost the title. Mm-hmm. They haven't been in the ring together. Punk and Seth hate each other. Punk and Roman hate each other. It's just an awesome mix right here. And AJ's in the ring, and DP's in the ring, and all these like just megastars are in the ring. This is really like a cool thing. It'll never happen like this again, ever. I don't remember exactly what happened. Dom came out next after Rollins.
Did he get out immediately?
No, he immediately hit a frog splash on Cena. Yeah, immediately. Okay. He got nuclear heat, like he always does. So we get farther along. Everybody comes out. Roman and Seth are on the apron. Punk comes over and dumps both of them out. Mm-hmm. Punk and Roman at the same. Seth and I can't talk today. Seth and Roman, both of them get dumped out at the same time. Logan Paul comes over and dumps out Punk. I was so happy because Punk's out, Roman's out, Rollins is out. I'm good with whatever happens at this point because it's left in the ring. It's Jey Uso, Logan Paul, and John Cena. I'm good with any of that. We knew Logan wasn't going to win. It was going to be between Jey and Cena. I think everybody and their mother thought Cena was going to win out of that group. Yeah. Well, so this on the outside, I don't know what this move was, and if you haven't seen it yet, look it up. Seth went for the stomp. He stomped 2 feet on Roman's cranium and just smashed his head in the ground. I'll show you the video later, but it's bad. It looked like, I don't know how he did it without killing the guy, because it looked like he jumped on his head. It's like, I saw that, I was like, good God. And then he goes crazy, and then Punk gets beat up, and they're all beating each other up. The outside, it was like 6 minutes on the outside. They were just going nuts. It was awesome. And Paul Heyman's a scare, Paul Heyman's being Paul Heyman out there. Mm-hmm. So we get back in the ring. Logan gets dumped out. And so it's Jey and Cena. Everybody thinks Cena's going to win. They're on the outside. Cena's holding on with one hand. He gets back on. Gets Jey up for the AA to dump him off. Jey slides off and pushes Cena out. Jey Uso won the Royal Rumble.
That's someone you wouldn't
never expected. That's why, so I was saying earlier, I got spoiled. I got a YouTube notification from a channel that I haven't watched in a while called The Great One. He's great. He's a Lithuanian wrestling fan. He makes like reviews and he's fun. If you can't watch it, he's good to watch. I'm a big fan of him. But I hadn't watched this stuff in forever. And the notification, you know what it said?
Jey won.
Jey Uso wins Royal Rumble. And I was like, no! And I threw my phone. I was so mad.
He was quick with that.
It was like, well, the show ended about 7. This was about midnight it went up.
How long is a Royal Rumble?
It started at 5. So it ended about 8:30, I should say. Ended about 8:30.
That's a long time.
That's pretty standard for a pay-per-view. The women's match was an hour 10. The men's was an hour 20. But it doesn't feel like, if you ever watch a Royal Rumble, it doesn't feel like that because there's so much happening. And you're anticipating who comes next, and it's just fun. So I don't know what's going to happen with Jey as Rumble winner. Mm-hmm. Because him and Gunther has happened like 4 times this year. In the last year. I'm tired of it.
Could it be him and Cena?
No, Cena's not the champ. It would be him and Cody, which I'm all for. I think that'd be a fun main event.
When is the next WrestleMania?
April, I think. Okay. End of April, I want to say. April 20-something. I don't know the exact date. I need to know so I can make sure I don't work that weekend. Because you remember what happened last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
My dumb self blocked off the wrong day. Mm-hmm. And I had to work. And I knew Cody was going to win that main event.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how it was going to happen. And then I got a notification from some random Discord thing, like a wrestling news Discord thing that I never got notifications for. It said, crying happy tears right now. And I was like, Gah! And then I opened Reddit on accident, and I heard the gong go off. So I got spoiled on Taker being there, too.
Yeah.
Because I remember you were texting me. You're like, this is incredible.
I didn't say it was incredible.
Yeah, you did.
No.
You said it was insane or something. You were into it.
I said insane because I didn't realize how many people I watched as a kid that are still there.
Well, none of those guys were. Most of those guys weren't still there. Cena wasn't around. Rock wasn't around. Or Rock was around, but like.
No, Cena was around when I.
No, watched. I know, but Cena wasn't around. He did that spot and then wasn't around for a while.
Yeah.
He didn't come. He came back just for that. Mm-hmm. And then Rock just did that build up.
Yeah.
So I mean, Seth and Roman and Cody and all those guys you watched younger. But yeah, that was the Rumble. I didn't get to watch the other two matches. I don't know why they did a 2 out of 3 falls match with arguably the 2 best tag teams in the world and went 14 minutes.
Is that long?
No.
Oh, you're saying it should have been longer.
It should have been like a 45-minute match. If you're going to do a 2 out of 3 falls match with DIY and the Motor City Machine Guns, you got to do that right. Having a NXT takeover style main event where DIY was doing everything with the Undisputed Era and what were they called? The Revival, FTR, whatever you wanted to call them back then. What they were doing with AOP, what they were doing with all these great tag teams. Mm-hmm. They were incredible 2 out of 3 falls, 45-minute matches, absolutely phenomenal matches. American Alpha was in there, all these great matches. And they did 14 minutes. That should have been a Mania. In my opinion, DIY and Motor City Machine Guns should be a Mania match. That is huge.
Why? Wait, do they usually do like other matches besides just a Rumble?
Yeah, usually they do 3 or 4, 5 matches.
Oh, I thought it was just like 2 main matches.
No, because Cody and KO had a ladder match too in there.
Wait, why didn't they just put Cody in the Royal Rumble?
He's the champ.
So they can't put the champions in.
You can, but it's dumb when they do. They did it with Brock a couple years ago. Roman was champ. So it's only happened a couple times. Ric Flair did it, or not Ric Flair. I don't know who had it in 92, but Flair won the title in 92 in the Rumble. So usually if the champ is in the Rumble, the title's on the line.
Okay.
And they don't normally do that. Charlotte was in it for some reason a couple years ago as champ.
And she still kept it because she probably won. Oh, she lost it?
Ronda won.
Oh, I forgot she wrestled.
I was there for that.
Was that in St. Louis?
Mm-hmm. It's a terrible Rumble. It was terrible. It was awful. That's like from a booking standpoint.
Not good.
I've been to a lot of wrestling shows. I've been to some really, really, really good shows. I've been to AEW Dynasty's arguably, in my opinion, the greatest, one of, if not the greatest pay-per-views ever. Mm-hmm. With the matches that were on that card and just the moments on that show, I don't think I'll ever see a better card than that.
Yeah.
You remember I talked about it when I came back from it, and it was amazing. Mm-hmm. Bryan Danielson and Will Ospreay is the greatest match to ever happen. The finish was a little weird, but other than the finish, it's the greatest wrestling match ever. I'll fight that till I'm blue in the face. That is the best match ever. You had Okada and Pac. That was insane. You had the Young Bucks and FTR in a ladder match. That was insane. You had Thunder Rosa and Tony Storm, I think. That was great. Just so much fun.
Okay. Question. For specifically WWE, what do people would be your dream match?
That's never happened before?
Yeah.
Oh, God. All active right now or just ever?
Let's go active.
Ooh. Are we counting TNA in there because they're partners right now?
No.
Oh, God. I don't know. I really don't know. That's tough. There's off in the spot like that. There's a lot that could happen. Men's or women's?
Either one. Or if you want to do both.
How about Jordan Grace and Rhea?
I don't know who Jordan Grace is.
She's a little muscle ball. She's like 5'1" and just solid muscle.
Is she on the main roster?
She just signed like a week ago.
Oh my God.
She's huge.
She's jacked.
Yeah. Yeah. She's awesome.
Oh my God.
Jordan Grace and Rhea, Jordan Charlotte. I'm going with her because she just debuted and she hasn't wrestled anybody.
Did she come from NXT?
TNA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, TNA. That's a good question. I didn't know she was going to ask me that. Can I say ever dream match ever that never happened?
Yeah.
Undertaker and Sting.
Okay.
Undertaker and Sting, I think, would be my number one pick. Or Sting and Shawn would have been fun. Rock and Shawn.
They never wrestled?
They didn't get along.
More reason to pit them into the ring together.
Rock would not work with him.
Why?
Because Shawn was an asshole.
So take your anger out
Do you know
at the ring.
Do you know much about Shawn Michaels?
Not really, no.
Okay, so Shawn is now in charge of NXT. He's a born-again Christian. He changed his life around. Shawn is well known as one of the biggest assholes ever back in the 90s.
Okay.
He was horrible. He was impossible to work with. Him and Bret Hart absolutely hate each other.
Well, wasn't he like the biggest
He's
wrestler?
arguably the greatest pro wrestler to ever walk the earth.
Okay.
So he had a huge ego. And he was, causing trouble all the time and getting into stuff. And, he was not the best guy.
Mm-hmm.
And from what I understand, Rock was about to get a big push, and Shawn went into the office and was like, "You can't put it on him. He's terrible."
Oh, okay.
And Rock didn't like that.
Well, yeah, no one would.
So they wouldn't work together. That's the story I heard. What was the other one? Austin and Cena would have been cool.
Yeah.
They never overlapped. As much as I hate to say Punk and Austin would have been fun too.
Have The Undertaker and Austin wrestled?
I'm sure they have. I can't think off the top of my head when.
That would be an interesting one.
How about, okay, my dream match, I think, right now, it's not possible because one of them won't come out of retirement. Can you guess who this is?
That there are so many people retired.
Girls. The one I talk about all the time. I want her to come back. I talk about it all the time.
I don't know.
Punk's wife.
AJ
Lee.
Yeah.
And Roxanne Perez.
I don't know Roxanne.
So I texted AJ and I said, I want Roxanne to win. Roxanne came out at number 3, set the all-time Iron Man. She's in NXT. She's not even on the main roster. Lasted an hour and 7 minutes. Looked incredible in the match. And was the second one. It was the last one eliminated by Charlotte. Charlotte wins. Roxy got second. That's that. If she's not on the main roster, if she's not on the card at Mania, there's going to be a problem at some point because she's a superstar.
Why don't they move her up then?
They need people on NXT that are good too because it's on TV.
Yeah.
They need a reason to watch her, and she's 22.
So she's got time to.
She's 3 months older than I am.
Mega.
Which is crazy. It's like Dante. I met Dante Martin a couple years ago, and I said, "How old are you, Dante?" And he said, "I'm 21 years old." I said, "Man, I'm 20, and I'm sitting here buying your autograph. You're out here doing all this stuff, and I'm over here paying you for it. This is insane."
Yeah.
We're the same age, but we're kids. Mm-hmm. This was 2 or 3 years ago, so we were kids.
Well, I mean, 20 isn't.
You know what I mean?
Technically a kid.
I was still in community college at the time.
Yeah.
So, I was young.
But it's not like you were 16 and he's doing flips in the air.
Dante's
at 15.
insane. When he broke his leg, I was sad. His leg went sideways.
Oh God,
no! Your leg's supposed to be like this.
I don't want to think about that.
It was like that.
No.
Yeah, it was scary. It was sad. What was I gonna say? It's something else. Oh, one of the big things in the Rumble. Lyra Valkyrie was almost the most Googled person ever.
How?
This is what somebody said.
Because no one knew who she was.
No, she's a women's IC champ. Wade Barrett called attention to it. So she had her gear was tied around her neck.
What do you mean it was tied around her neck?
It was like a strap at the top on her neck.
Okay.
And it popped off. And her gear fell down, but it was like a shirt too. Like not a shirt. It was like a
bra?
Yeah, no, like a tube top.
Okay.
Like a strapless thing.
Yeah.
So it was staying up. It was staying up all the way. Mm-hmm. She's trying to fix it, can't get anything going. I should probably talk to the mic, shouldn't I? she's trying to fix it and can't get it because it's the refs ended up having to help her. Liv Morgan kicked her into the corner so she would fix it, but it was going to stay up. It wasn't going to fall down all the way because it was like a strapless thing. But Wade Barrett calls out, "Oh, she's having a wardrobe malfunction over there." It's like, Wade, what are you doing, man? You got to get it blacked out.
Wait, so Liv did her a favor by kicking her into the corner.
Yeah. Just so she could.
She really is a girl's girl.
Oh, she's great.
Although she stole Dom from Rhea.
She did.
Maybe not so much.
Liv's on the ground selling, and she sees what happened, and she jumps up, and she drop kicks her or something. And Lyra takes a bump, goes back, and rolls into the corner, and the refs tie her thing back on.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, that was almost a most Googleable thing. That's like Janet Jackson Googleable thing.
I'm surprised you know that Janet Jackson reference.
Are you really surprised that I know that?
Yeah, I am. Considering the things you don't know that are going on.
Yeah, okay.
Let's talk about more current events. The Grammys happened on Sunday.
I went way longer than I meant to with wrestling.
Yeah, you went like a full 30 minutes on
Yeah, I meant to go like 4.
And did you watch any of the Grammys?
No.
Did you see anything about it?
I saw one thing. Let's
talk about this one thing.
You know what I saw? I saw Kanye's naked wife.
I was thinking the other thing, but yes.
The other thing, I don't know what the other thing was. That's all I know about. Oh, the other thing. Yeah, that other thing.
Anyway.
Okay, I saw 2 things.
Let's cover
Bianca.
Kanye. I think he's losing it again.
Well, the wife is just along for anything.
This is, if you don't watch the Kardashians, but...
No, I don't watch the Kardashians.
The season when Kim and Kanye were officially divorced.
When he ran for president.
Kim was going through her closet and like all the clothes she owned, Kanye picked out for her. He basically dressed her.
How does he have that much control?
It's Kanye. I don't know.
She's more famous than he is.
Dude, I don't know. She was like, yeah, he used to dress me. So now my thinking is Kanye does the same thing with his wife, although it's the lack of dressing. Because
she doesn't wear nothing.
She's always naked.
Always. She was fully naked.
She had...
It popped up on my Twitter. Riley Gaines, the swimmer.
Yeah.
Posted something. She goes, I won't even repost this. And I was like, okay, I got to see what it is now. And I typed in Kanye girlfriend. And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, that's why you didn't want to repost that, right?
So what happened, Kanye, he was nominated for, I think, 1 award. He didn't win. But
he didn't even stay.
Can I finish? So him and his wife, Bianca, he's in all black, like has sunglasses on. He thinks he's so cool. And then Bianca's next to him in a black fur coat. Well, she turns her back to the paparazzi, drops the fur coat, and has a
full cheeks are out.
A see-through, like skin-colored dress on.
Completely see-through.
Completely see-through.
Like it looks like nothing's on.
Yeah, and turned around. Well, first off, she drops the coat. Full ass crack on display.
Full cheeks on display.
Cheeks out. Turns around. Titties out. Everything was it.
Everything. There was nothing left to the imagination.
No. And do you see like this still photo of it? Kanye's just like standing to the side watching her.
He's showing her off.
Yeah.
I hate him.
They got escorted out after that happened.
I heard they didn't. So I looked into this.
I've seen it.
I looked at People Magazine said they did not get kicked out. They left by choice.
I've seen other people, like other articles, say that they got kicked out.
People said they didn't.
It's going back and forth.
I don't think they got kicked out. Will Smith didn't get kicked out for smacking Chris Rock.
That also wasn't the Grammys.
I don't care what it was.
Although Will Smith got like a 10-year ban. Like he can't go.
Yeah, and he won Artist of the Year before that.
Who?
Will Smith. He won like the Lifetime Award or something.
Like the year before it, but...
Oh, the year it happened.
Oh, the year it happened?
Yeah, because he got honored that night. Anyway, let's get into the worst thing about it.
That she was naked?
No, I don't care about that.
Beyonce... Okay.
Beyonce is not country.
I was going to up it a little bit if you let me finish.
I'm just pointing that out. Beyonce is not country.
She is the most nominated artist ever. She has like 99 nominations. She's won 32.
I don't like Beyonce.
She won 3 Grammys last night. She won, let me see here. She won an Album of the Year, which is a Grammy she had never won before.
She shouldn't have won it either.
Which I think her running is bullshit. Because it was either the same day.
This ain't Texas.
Like the pre-show, Jay-Z did like a speech of something. He's like, it's so weird that her and Jay-Z are married, if you didn't know that. But he was on stage like giving a speech. He's like, she's the most nominated, but yet she's never won Album of the Year. What happens later that night? She wins Album of the Year.
We got to be careful what we say about the Queen on the internet.
Thank you, Beyonce. Gotta make sure I don't get killed. Then she won Best Country Duo.
What duo?
Yeah, there was some collaboration song on her album.
The only song I've ever heard off that album is This Ain't Texas.
She won Best Country Album for, was it Cowboy Carter?
Something.
It's not.
Some bullshit.
Okay. It's like putting Post Malone up for country. He's not country either.
It's like putting Dolly Parton in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's not rock.
No.
I love Dolly. Not rock.
No. Jay-Z is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let that sink in.
See, this is why you love Dolly. Dolly said, I'm not rock. I don't want to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, yeah, I'll do it.
Can we get an audio clip of you doing that? Yeah, I'll do it.
That's your thing over there.
No, but...
I'm not the editor. You can do that all you want.
No, honest. She did not deserve to win.
No.
I don't think she deserved to win any of those awards.
You know, this is a different topic for a second.
I don't think she should have gotten Album of the Year.
There's a new country song out. I just dropped my keys. I think I did. There's a new country song out by Cooper Allen. Do you know Cooper Allen?
No.
He's like a TikTok guy. I think he got big off of TikTok, but he's really good. I'd call him real country. Called I Plead the Fifth. I sent you the video a couple times.
I might have seen it.
It's about how he pleads the fifth.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's called Plead the Fifth.
Yeah, I forgot how the song goes.
No, it's called Plead the Fifth, but he's talking about the Ninth Amendment.
I can't remember how the words go. I plead the fifth. I did some shit when I was drunk last night. I raised some hell. I posted bail, but I won't testify.
Well, he was not nominated.
No, but he should have
Grammy.
been. That song came out like last week, though.
But another thing that happened. This happened about like 2 weeks ago. Lady Gaga announced her 7th album called Mayhem. But during the Grammys, it wasn't her actually performing. She premiered the music video for her new song Abracadabra.
Wow.
Which, it kind of tricked everyone because people were like, oh, it's an ad for her new album.
Right.
Like, aired during the Grammys, whatever. No, it was a whole...
What is going on with this microphone?
It was a whole-ass music video just playing on TV.
Also, not a big fan of her.
Something's wrong with you.
I just don't like that kind of... I don't know. She's all right, but I don't like... I don't know. People... I don't know.
The other thing, Missouri had a representative there.
We did?
Chapel Roan
Oh.
was there. She...
Hottogo, that one?
Yeah. I'm surprised you knew that. Anyway,
Yeah, of course.
She performed at the Grammys, but she also won a Best New
Did
Artist.
she sing Hot to Go?
She did Pink Pony Club.
That doesn't count.
What do you mean?
I don't know.
It's her song.
Yeah, I like
How
Hot
does
to
it
Go.
not count?
Actually, I hate the song Hot to Go, if I'm being honest.
It's
honest.
overplayed.
It's catchy.
Yeah. It's like our generation's YMCA.
No, it is not. It's nowhere near that. YMCA is so much better song.
She has a whole dance to the song.
Yeah, I saw her dancing with Olivia Rodrigo one time.
Yeah, she opened for Olivia Rodrigo.
Now, granted, did I know who either one of them were when I saw it? No.
Anyway, she won Best New Artist. Now, when it came out that she was nominated, she did an interview and said, if I win, I'm going to say something controversial and kind of crazy. She kind of did, but I don't really see an issue with it. During her speech, she basically called out record labels for not providing livable wages and health benefits to upcoming artists because labels,
they make all the money off the music.
She basically called them out for making millions of dollars off of these artists and the artists not getting
They don't get anything.
everything they should.
Well, Moon talks about that on Riz a lot.
Yeah.
It's the music industry didn't pay what it used to.
It's, with this streaming,
They don't make anything.
I did the math. You need 1,000 streams to get about $2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey, we're gonna make $2. We're closing in on 1,000 streams.
1,000 streams per song. Yeah.
Well, we got a long way to go.
Think about that.
We got a long, long way to
Think
go.
about that.
If anybody wants to sponsor us, that'd be wonderful.
We're gonna move on from
I got one.
what?
I was talking about this the other day. I think this happened in the last couple of days. TV ratings are way down, right?
Yeah.
Jim Acosta finally lost his job. The world's a better place.
Just as Jack was so head on about not being political.
That's not even political. He's a jackass. I don't care
His man
what side
losing
you.
his job.
I don't care what side you stand on. Jim Acosta is a jackass.
Also, ratings down.
He's a terrible person too.
The Grammy ratings went down like 32% from last year too.
This clown is supposed to be like their top guy at CNN, and his ratings were so bad they put him on the 4 a.m. time slot. He said, "I quit." I hate that guy. I genuinely hate that guy. He's horrible. And I've heard some stories about people we know that he's treated horribly.
Yeah.
Horribly.
What else is on your mind today?
That's all.
Okay.
I just hate Jim Acosta. He's a jackass. There's no other way to put it. He's a jackass.
This is damn, I guess you're taking over the news segment.
Well, this one thing, I saw some clips of people just making fun of him when he quit.
Why? Okay. You should make fun of him.
He's an idiot. He's the definition of an idiot.
How much was he making?
Millions.
Did he was he just a reporter or did he have his like own
He was
show?
the White House correspondent, so I think he had his own show too. I don't know who else is like him. Peter Ducey, I think, is the Fox guy. But he was nowhere near as high up. But Jim Acosta had his own show. He's just a jackass. That's the nicest way I can put it. He's a jackass.
Okay, it's not. I just Googled his salary. It's not public information, but different reports say
Like 8 million or something.
not on those. It says reports are saying different things, but the lowest it said is 700,000.
He makes more than that.
And then it said up to 2 million.
He makes more than that. I guarantee you that. Do you know how much Sean Hannity makes a year? He's the top report. He's the highest paid reporter or like news host.
This
out
one
there.
says his net worth is 4 million.
Maybe that's what I saw. Do you know how much Sean Hannity allegedly makes a year? As the top media
We
guy?
did this whole game
Did we?
on like 3 episodes ago.
I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Well, he makes. I mean,
He makes like $40 million.
stupid. I want to make $45 million a year.
Speaking of money, update on the Blake Lively Justin Baldoni lawsuit. I know this is Jack's favorite
Oh, I
topic.
love hearing about it. It took a turn.
So it did. They have a court date set for March 9th. Don't get too excited because it's March 9th, 2026. Although people are saying that with all of the drama going on, the judge could move it up to sooner.
So I'll tell you what I know about this, how far I'm updated. I know that the internet people have gotten a hold of the timeline, and the timeline don't add up. And I think what I saw, Candace Owens takes credit for it.
Of the timeline?
Of the being her internet people.
Hang on. probably not her internet people, because Justin Baldoni and his team made a whole website with 168 pages with a whole timeline of events. His people put up a whole website to discredit everything.
The TikTok timeline I heard came from Candace.
There is a whole website with text messages, phone calls, everything. Which I think is...
Smart?
No, I think it's bad, because now you're putting everything out there. You're almost putting all of the evidence you can use in court in public already.
So they can defend it easier.
No.
Blake can defend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But their attorneys already had a hearing where they talked about how both parties agreed to it, that they have to lower the whole public drama of this.
Yeah.
Because people are already picking sides, and they're going to have a jury. It's pretty much guaranteed, unless the jury is all like 95-year-old people. Everyone knows about this case already. So they're like...
I could be a juror in this case.
No, because you're already choosing a side.
I don't really know anything about it. I know they're both idiots.
At this point,
That's about all I know. I genuinely don't care.
But it's crazy how much, like, media attention it's already getting. Like, the whole Johnny Depp, Amber Heard, it didn't feel like they were pushing this drama. It was just out there.
Right.
This feels like both sides are trying to, like, one-up each other with information.
Blake's husband is, like, the most famous person in the world, too.
Who's her husband?
Ryan Reynolds.
There we go.
Somebody called him Lion Reynolds.
That's probably Candace Owens, I think. Or literally anyone on the internet.
It was somebody in Candace's comment section. I don't watch Candace Owens ever. She just popped up. Because you talk about this so much, my TikTok started giving me stuff.
She does so good with, like, pop culture stuff.
It's just weird because she's not a pop culture person.
I think my TikTok is full of it, but it's people reacting to what she's saying, and they're like, I completely disagree with her politically, but everything she's saying about this.
Because she was Daily Wire for a long time, right?
No.
Candace Owens was on Daily Wire.
She was, but not for a long time.
She was there for a while.
Like maybe a year or two.
No, she's been there.
She did her own stuff.
Oh, and then her and Shapiro couldn't get along.
Yeah.
And
now she's back on her own.
What's the guy's name? Jeremy Boring in charge?
I don't know.
He can't get along with anybody?
No idea.
He's losing people left and right over there.
I'm like, that's not the drama we're talking about.
I know about that drama.
Well, I don't. I don't think the listeners care to hear about that. But we do have some funny, interesting news. A Florida elementary school principal is accused of hosting a party with alcohol.
I heard about that.
With 100 plus underage kids.
Yeah, I heard about that. That's pretty bad.
One of them was treated for heavy intoxication. First up, this happened at her house.
I'll tell you this, Emily.
Why were all the kids at her house? And there was another teacher there that was also drunk. I'm like, can someone make a movie of this?
You can't fix stupid.
I mean, no, you can't. And it's also Florida, so it's double stupid.
Right. Here's some big news I heard about today. You told me.
What?
Weird Al is on Something's Burning this week.
Oh, yeah.
That's huge news.
To Jack, the biggest Weird Al fan.
No, I'm not the biggest Weird Al fan.
You're one of them.
No, I'm not. I promise. You
have a whole radio show based on Weird Al.
Yeah, but how many Weird Al songs do I actually know? Maybe like 10.
And you play all 10.
No, I'm just going down albums. I tell you this, I started losing my mind about halfway through. And then I played some other stuff by a local band, and I started losing my mind even more, so I had to go back to Weird Al.
It is kind of funny to you, like, die on the hill of wanting to play Weird Al, and then come in and tell me, like, 15 minutes in, I can't do this.
Well, it was some of the weirdest music I've ever heard. Like, one of our friends came down. She walks in the room. She was meeting up with you.
Yeah.
She goes, Jack, what the fuck is this? And she said it like 3 or 4 times. It was like girls just want to have lunch.
I've heard that one.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And there was a Tarzan one where he was just making Tarzan noises for a little bit. She was very confused. I was like, hey, I don't know what this is. I'm just letting it play.
I mean, you're the one that really wanted to do it.
I fought hard for it, too.
And now you can't really backtrack.
I can't. I did tell him he was right, though. Mm-hmm. That an hour straight.
Of just Weird Al.
Yeah, it was rough. That's the first time me and him have agreed on anything.
That's the only time you can tell him he's right.
Yeah. But our good friend King Scott agreed with me. He was all for it. He even told me to play some of his stuff. And I was like, all right.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I take it back. King Scott is the biggest.
King Scott is the biggest.
Weird Al fan.
Did you ever listen to the day they had a mystery caller on? And I don't know who it was, but somebody said, do you play the accordion?
Yeah.
And the guy goes, well, actually, I do. And you can hear Scott like start to lose. You can't. He's not making any noise, but you know he's in that booth losing it.
Yeah.
And Riz goes, Scott, it's not Weird Al. And he just deflated him. He's a really good guy too. Like he's a genuinely nice guy. When we talked to him the other night,
yeah.
I guess I talked to him. You just kind of stood there.
The other.
Oh, let's not
funny.
do that.
Please do not knock over the table.
I didn't mean to. I was moving my foot.
The other funny story. This one did go viral. A drunk Canadian man got into an argument outside a bar in Canada. The sidewalk was covered in ice.
It's Canada in the winter.
He got into a fight. His pants fell down. So, ding-a-ling,
oh, no.
fully out.
Oh, no.
He gets pinned stomach down on the ice.
Oh, no. I know where this is going. I heard about this.
The 911 shows up to come get this guy. His little peener is frozen to the ice. And he is stuck. He's stuck on the ice. Dick first.
Good God.
They had to peel him up.
Oh, no. My God. Oh, no. This poor guy.
Oh, my.
Poor
no,
jackass.
he's stupid.
Poor jackass.
Like,
sitting like that.
Like, why is he... First off, never get so drunk that you start fighting someone.
Third time my keys have fallen out of my pocket.
Don't get drunk and then start fighting.
Right.
Don't fight.
Well, that's when the most fights happen.
I'm like, don't fight that much that your pants fall down.
That happens. Happens to the best of us.
Well, has it happened to you?
I don't fight.
You don't look like you fight. That's what I'm asking. Has it happened?
My pants didn't fully fall down, but I was working a football game, and I was pulling cables, and it is hot. Mm-hmm. And I'm wrapping these cables up. This is like the start of the game, and I had these pants on that kind of look like they're work pants, but they're sweat pants. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of pockets. So I got like a Gatorade and a water in one pocket, another water in the other pocket.
You were being weighed down.
I had my phone, my wallet, everything. Like I had everything on me. Mm-hmm. Because I got tired of running back 50 yards to get my water every time, and I'm going down. I'm pulling I got the cables. I'm wrapping them up real quick. And the other guys got the camera. The girl's walking up and back. There's a couple of us. There's 3 of us over there. We got a cameraman, carried camera, carried cables. I was the cable man. And I am like, I think I had that camera too. I think I had everything actually. Yeah. And I'm trying to like hold it up and pull my pants up at the same time, and it's not working. And I'm going farther and farther, and I'm like booking it over there too because we had to move quick.
Yeah.
I'm booking it, and my pants are falling down, and I'm going everywhere, and I keep pulling them up. I think I had something else. I had way too much stuff on me. And we get over there, and I hand the camera off, and I was like, my pants were about at my knees. They were about that low.
You're joking.
They were pretty. Well, I had a big shirt on, so it was fine. But like, it was rough, and I'm like, I'm holding the camera. I got it wrapped around. Like I got like a headlock on the camera and I'm like not letting this thing go. I'm booking it and my pants are like halfway down. And I get over
You're
there.
lucky you didn't trip like that.
Oh, and I had the cables, and then there was a cable like this cord here. Mm-hmm. And I had a press pass on. So all that got kind of wrapped together too. So that was real fun. Yeah. And then the guy I was working with.
Did he call you out on it?
No, he's like, I told him what's going on. He goes, you have strings on your pants. And I looked down. I was like, I do. I tied up and I was good after that. God. I didn't realize I had that much stuff in my pockets when I took off. And it was just like, I didn't have much option there. And I think I had somebody in my head like, you coming? And I was like, I'm working on it.
You're like, if my pants don't fall down, I'm on my way.
I never told you about this, did I?
No, you did. You just never told me in that much detail.
Yeah, it was fun.
The most you told me was, it was hot out. I was carrying a bunch of stuff and my pants were slipping down.
Man, it was an adventure. I had to pull cables for every game this year. The first one, of course, was the day I met Amsinger, and I almost passed out. My first day I overheated, almost passed out. I met Amsinger, Mr. Carricker was there, and I got to talk to Bob for a little bit, Bob Ramsey.
Did you see Randy Carricker?
Got his own TV show?
Yeah.
If anybody deserves their own show, it's that man. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited for that. It's on a weird network, but
it's on Matrix. It's like I don't know if it's specifically St. Louis or if it's all the Midwest. Know if I
get that channel.
I think it's just like a local channel.
Okay, so I might get it.
I think anyone can get it that lives in the area.
So that happens the first game, right?
Yeah.
The second game, something else happened.
Oh, God. Can't remember.
I can't remember. It wasn't as bad. The third game was the one that my pants were falling down. And then the fourth one was the rain game.
Oh, I forgot about the rain.
Have we ever talked about the rain game on here?
I don't know.
So.
I'm sure we did.
I don't think we did. This was maybe the most miserable I've ever been.
Be concise just in case we talked about it.
It was pouring rain, but it wasn't like hard. It was just consistent from kickoff until the end of the game. And we were there 2 hours early. So like kickoff's at 1, we're there at 10 or 11. So we're there early. So we were outside from probably 12 o'clock until 5 just in the pouring rain. And it was awful. Just truly awful. Because everything was wet. I had the gloves that I had on for the cables were just completely soaked. I talked to our assistant athletic director. He said in 22 years he's been there, it's rained once in a football game.
Only one time?
One time. During a football game. It's rained. It snowed before, but rain during a football game has happened once before, according to our assistant AD.
Andy,
I don't know if I can
you
say
have to deal with it.
It was horrible. It was horrible. It got to the point that somebody, I didn't recognize the voice because I had a headset on. It was somebody, one of the officials or something, said, I don't know about you guys, but I'm swimming in my shoes down here. And I was like, yeah, you are? No kidding. And then I remember going up to the crow's nest to help take those cameras down.
Yeah.
And the girl that was up there has like 4 layers on and is shivering, and she's completely dry.
Well, it was cold that day, too.
I was completely soaked from head to toe.
Yeah, but she was cold.
And she had 5. I had 1 layer. I had a hoodie on. It was funny, though. I was like, you're really complaining about this? And she goes, yeah, it's cold. And I was like, yeah, well, I'm soaked.
I mean, you were just doing your job. You got paid to do it.
I think we got a bonus that day, too.
You should have. For dealing with that?
I can't remember if we got a bonus or we got to pick what position we wanted to work next time.
Either one.
And they let me TD after that, so I was happy.
I'm like, either one would be better than dealing with that again.
You know, that is an intense job, being the technical director for a basketball game.
It's a lot of movement.
It's a lot of movement.
It's constant, too. There's no breaks.
Well, like, I think I've told you this before, but I zoned out for like half a second because I was listening to somebody talk, and I didn't hear take 3. And then my chair started shaking.
Oh, God.
Pay attention. But you have to, in that case, like, you know.
Well, yeah, you can't start slacking.
I wasn't slacking. It was like half a second.
You got to keep up.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's fun, though. It's a fun job over there.
Also, other news that I think came out today. Yeah, it came out today. Joe Biden signed with a Hollywood oh my God. Joe Biden signed with a Hollywood talent agency.
Why?
He signed with the CAA, which basically name any celebrity they're signed to this agency. Obama is signed to them.
You think him and Michelle are getting divorced?
We can talk about that in a minute. I am predicting Joe Biden is going to have a book come out, and that's why they're jumping on this.
Oh boy, he wrote a book.
Wow, you're so excited about that.
Yeah, I'm thrilled. I can't wait to read it.
I mean, what do you think it's going to be called? Like, The Life of Joe Biden?
Don't get me started on this one.
Oh, God.
Don't get me started.
Okay,
I got too many that I'm not going to say.
Okay.
I got a lot of really funny ones.
We can move on to what...
I have a lot of really funny
Let's move on to
titles.
what you were interested in. The Jennifer Aniston... not Michelle.
Jennifer Aniston.
Jennifer Aniston and Barack.
I don't know nothing about
The
that.
affair.
I don't know about that. I just think they're just not.
Oh, you didn't...
No, I'm just saying she wasn't at Jimmy Carter's funeral or the inauguration.
Okay. There's a whole...
That's where I'm at.
There's a whole joke and rumor going on that Obama and Michelle are getting divorced because she wasn't at Jimmy Carter's funeral and she wasn't at the inauguration.
She was the only one not there.
Yeah.
Laura Bush was there. Hillary Clinton was there. Jill was there. Melania was there. Mm-hmm. Was anybody else still? I don't think anyone else still was alive. Yeah.
There were a bunch of people
I think they're all there, but Michelle.
But, like, I think the funeral, they said she had, like, prior commitments to being something out, like, doing something out of the country, and she couldn't make it back.
Okay, if she was out of the country, it's one thing. I feel like that's one of those things that you go to, even if you have prior engagements.
Yeah.
When you're a first lady, you go to the president's funeral. Mm-hmm. I feel like that's just how it works.
And the inauguration.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, there's been some that have skipped the inauguration, but that was for other circumstances.
The whole... because people are saying her and Barack are getting divorced, that he's having an affair with Jennifer Aniston.
I don't think there's ever been a president and first lady pairing to get divorced after they were president and first lady.
No.
Because, I mean, if we think about it, I guarantee you, I know the Clintons don't live together.
They don't?
No.
I don't know.
Hillary lives in New York. Bill lives in Arkansas.
Apparently, people are saying that is what Michelle and Barack do. That one of them lives in D.C. and the other one lives in, was it Martha's Vineyard?
Maybe.
Whatever the other house.
I mean, I've also heard that Trump and Melania. Trump lives in Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
Melania lives in the penthouse with Barron.
I mean,
And I think Barron goes back and forth. Or he did when he was a kid. That kid had the most interesting childhood.
maybe lack of childhood. Because, like, think about it.
He grew up in the White House.
Yeah.
His dad was a mega reality TV star and one of the biggest businessmen out there. He was super famous.
Yeah.
He got a supermodel mother.
Mm-hmm.
He's got siblings that are 27 years older than him.
Yeah.
His siblings could have been his parents.
Some siblings.
Don Jr. is older than... Don Jr.'s kid is the same age as Barron. Or a year apart.
Yeah.
They're like the same age.
I mean, that's... But think about it, like, grew up in the White House. You're basically followed by Secret Service.
Right. Do you think he has Secret Service?
He does.
He does? I know he can't live on campus at NYU because he's too famous.
When he goes to school, he is followed by Secret Service.
Do they just stand in the corner at NYU?
I think that's what they have to do.
I mean, he is pretty famous. It's
not even famous. It's just...
No, like, people know him. You can't miss him. He's huge.
No, but he... Not just because he's famous.
He's the president's
but, like,
kid.
Yeah, he is the president's kid. The Secret Service has to follow the president.
Now, do you think, like... I don't know this. I'm not sure about this. Like, Kai. Do you think Kai has Secret Service?
We were trying to...
I know we didn't talk about this on air.
My family and we were trying to figure this out. Because, like, if anyone would know this, it would be my dad.
Right.
He didn't even know.
I would assume she does, because she's kind of famous now too.
The only conclusion we could come to is they have it for the president's family.
Right.
Like Trump, Melania, Barron. I don't know if they have it for their other grown-up kids, but
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know. I think Ivanka did because she was part of the...
They might have to pay more to have more Secret Service for extended family.
They might.
Is what I could
Well, then you get, like, with Eric, his wife is in charge of the RNC.
Oh, that's his wife?
Yeah, it's Eric's wife.
Okay.
Laura.
See, I honestly forgot he was married.
Yeah, he's got like 4 kids too.
God.
They all have a bunch
Trump
of kids.
he must have like...
He has 10 grandkids.
10?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I want to say Don Jr. has 3 or 4. Ivanka has 2. The other one has 1 or is pregnant right now. I can't remember.
I don't know. He's
got a lot of grandkids. Well, he's got 5 kids.
Yeah.
And they all have a bunch of kids. Mm-hmm. But like, think about this though. If somebody was going to do something to get the president's attention, just in general, you'd go after the family, right?
Yeah.
And what's Donald Trump going to do if somebody kidnaps his kid? He's going to blow up the world. Mm-hmm. And it's like, what's Grandpa going to do? He's going to blow everything up.
One of my favorite clips is him. He had something like a war going on, like during his first term. And they were like, what are you going to do if this, I'm assuming they were talking about a terrorist group.
Was this the Hannity interview?
No, it might have been a press conference or some rally he was doing. But they were like, what would you do if this terrorist organization did something? And he goes, I'd bomb the shit out of them.
It's what he means it too.
And like, it's badass.
It's like Ronald Reagan, one of the bad guys in the Middle East, I can't think of who it was.
Yeah.
But he said, if you don't stop, we're going to blow up your house. Mm-hmm. And he didn't stop, and he blew up his house.
Yeah, follow through on your promises.
And it's like Trump with the Taliban guy, Abu, whatever his name was.
Abu?
Abu, I can't remember his name. The leader of the Taliban that they killed.
Just recently?
No.
Oh,
This was like 2018.
Oh, no, they recently bombed an ISIS leader's
Yes. This
house.
was the first time. This was in an interview. Sean Hannity asked him, he said, did you send the leader of the Taliban his exact coordinates? He said, no, I sent him a picture of his house. And he's like,
I mean, do what you gotta do.
yeah, you got to keep the peace.
Yeah. And
with terrorists, you got to keep the peace. This is the most political I think we've ever gotten. This isn't even political. It's just goofing.
It's just badass.
Yeah.
I mean, do what you gotta do to, like, keep people safe.
You gotta
and if they're a bad guy,
too, like
they're a bad guy.
With presidents and stuff, they're usually not showmen like Donald Trump is. And Obama was the same way. Obama was a showman too. Not quite to the extent that Trump is.
But Obama didn't have his own show.
No, he didn't. But Obama was a great talker. He's a fantastic talker. And I saw this the other day. You remember when right after the election, the whole cabinet came out at UFC with Dana?
Oh, yeah.
Like, compared, I think it was Trump came out first and somebody else. Mike Johnson is like half the size of them.
Let's see how tall he is.
I think I looked for him. I think he's like 5'7". He's shorter than I am, which is impressive. I didn't realize that, but when he stands next to Trump and Vance, he's like tiny. And it was Elon too, who's 6'5". They're all, I looked it up last night. Have fun finding it. But
I don't know how you found this.
I saw an estimate. It was like a guesstimate with him next to Vance. Do you know who there's some presidential trivia. Who's the tallest president?
Lincoln.
Yep. Who's the shortest? I have no idea.
I don't know what. We can Google that right now.
Look that up. Do you have any other interesting stories too to talk about? Because I think I'm about out for the week.
I'm about out too.
We'll have more stuff. We should have a guest next week.
James Madison was the shortest president.
How tall?
Guess.
5'6".
Lower.
5'4"?
Yeah.
Wow. Kevin Hart size.
That should be the title of the episode. Kevin Hart size.
All right. Well, we plugged everything at the beginning of the episode for some reason. I don't know why we did that, but we did. We'll be around, so if you guys see us, if you listen, come say hi to all like 7 of you guys that listen.
Yeah.
We love you guys. But yeah, interesting stuff coming up. We should have a guest next week. Ideally, I would really like to have video for the next episode. Mm-hmm. We may have a full house. I think we're gonna have a full house in here.
Okay.
I haven't talked to her about that, but the original plan was for 3 of them.
Okay.
So I would love to have cameras set up by then. Can't promise it, but I would love to have it set up. But yeah, other than that, AEW's got some big stuff going on this weekend that I probably won't have time to watch.
Great update.
Yeah. Let's see. Other than that, what else we got? I think that's about it. We talked about everything.
Yeah.
Download the episodes, guys. If you're listening, download them. Leave us 5 stars on Spotify, Apple. 5 stars and everything helps us out an awful lot. But yeah, thanks for listening. That's about it.